How do I get more gigs? How do I get my first gig? How do I get more followers? How do I create a brand as a DJ? How can I use social media to boost my profile? What's the best way to network? How do I find promoters? How do I speak to event planners? All of this will be answered in this video, but not just by me, but also by these professional DJs. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Crossfader. My name is Lawrence James. Today we're talking about getting gigs, getting your first gigs, getting your foot in the door, networking. I spoke to some of the most successful DJs in the world and asked them how they got to where they are. Each DJ has different skills, a different path, a different style of DJing, but they all have one thing in common. They're all the best at what they do, and they have been successful DJs for many, many years. So let's get into the video, but stick around because we have something exciting and brand new that we have just launched as Crossfader. We're super excited about it and can't wait to show you. How do you get your first gigs? When you're a DJ and you're just starting out, your idea of your first gig is probably going to be a lot different to what it actually is. Me personally, I started out doing some free events, some house parties. I even played at some restaurants for free just to get experience of what it's like to DJ out in a live environment.
Hey yo, my name is DJ Puffy. I am from Barbados.
DJ Puffy is a former world DJ champion. Not resting on his laurels as a DJ champion, he used his social media to help build his following that is now huge. He tours around the world, playing sold-out shows from Barbados to the UK. He has a massive YouTube community and has been a radio DJ, so he has really done it all.
First of all, I started out in high school, so I would have been playing house parties over there. I mean, when you're 16, 17, we were holding a lot of house parties in Barbados. Were there gigs? I wasn't paid for them. I don't remember being paid for those gigs, but I remember two of my really memorable first gigs. One was a friend of mine, her dad gave me the opportunity to play at which would have been one of the biggest events for our carnival season. We call it Crop Over in Barbados, and I actually opened that show that night, and that was a big experience as a young DJ for me.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Rewire, based out of London, UK.
Rewire is one of the most technical house DJs that you will ever see. He had a successful club career, then went on to the next level. He showcases his technical ability in his studio, uses social media, and takes them technical sets out in his sold-out live shows. He is also label manager for the world-renowned Stereo Hype label and plays shows from the UK to Miami to Ibiza.
Well, I got my very first gig from applying to DJ an under-18s event, and the guy wanted me to basically sell tickets to DJ, as was what we did back in the day. I've played everything from wedding sets, lots and lots of local residencies, guest sets. I've done private events. I've been flown all around the world. I've toured with major brands. So yeah, I've pretty much done every type of DJing that you could do.
Yo, what's up? SK83 from Germany.
SK83 is also a former world DJ champion, one of the most creative DJs you will ever see. He took all of his club DJ experiences into making him a technical DJ that he showcased to win his champion DJ title. He then took all of that experience, showcased his skills on social media, became an artist in the bass, future bass, drum and bass scene, and now on a week-by-week basis plays at some of the most insane venues, arenas, festivals, shows that you can ever imagine.
My first few gigs were at like youth centers where I played. I got invited by my friends. They were making hip-hop jams with graffiti, breakdance, rap, and all this stuff. And I brought my records, brought my turntables, and we all DJed together. And people from other cities were invited. I connected with them, and then they invited me to their hip hop jams in their cities. So that's how I got my first gigs. The first club gigs was a little bit different. I recorded a lot of mixes and sent them to promoters, and I got lucky that some of them got back to me, and I got my first resident job after I played a test gig.
And Nick Spinelli has been DJing for 15 years. He's done over 1,000 weddings. I believe he is a master at transitioning from one song to another.
What's up? My name is Nick Spinelli, and I'm from New Jersey in the States.
Nick Spinelli is a US-based DJ, and he's quite literally one of the most well-known, famous wedding DJ and private event DJs in the world. He has an insane social media presence and is booked up throughout the whole year in the private event space. He uses his social media to create demand and has even been featured on national television in the US.
I'm like, man, I want to see the whole set, not just 30 seconds of this. Right. He's awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Marcus.
When I was starting out, I actually started out working for a company. I started in the wedding side of things. So I was an assistant, kind of help people roll wires. And, I was an assistant to a main DJ at a wedding DJ company. And then once I was, trained enough, probably wasn't trained enough, but once they deemed me to be trained enough, then they started booking me and putting me on gigs. All my first gigs were a direct result of the company I worked for at the time. And, I think if you're a private event DJ and you're trying to get into private events, weddings and things like that, working for a company and getting trained by a company and starting out with a company is a great foot in the door. You get all the kinks out and then you figure out what you want to do later in life.
So there's many different ways of getting your first gigs. There's also a lot of different first gigs that you will have. But just remember, it's all about getting experience. So don't overthink it. Don't think you're just going to walk onto a festival stage and start smashing it. It does take time. We are super excited to launch our brand new course, How to Get DJ Gigs. When you're just starting out, getting DJ gigs can be overwhelming. We have put together a roadmap for you to follow to get your first gigs and to get gigs consistently. Everything from setting and defining your goals, creating a brand as a DJ, finding your target audience, using social media to its entirety to create your profile and build your portfolio of work as a DJ. We'll show you how to film content, how to batch create, and give you content ideas for inspiration. We'll show you how to use that content to reach the right people, the promoters, the event planners. How should you network and team up and collaborate with people in your area to get your foot in the door? It's the ultimate guide to getting DJ gigs. The link with a discount is in the description. What's the best piece of advice for getting gigs? For me today, if I was just starting out, I'd want to define my goal and then find my target audience. For example, if I'm a hip hop and R&B DJ, I'm going to start making hip hop and R&B mashups and videos and content, and then start hanging around the hip hop and R&B clubs or following all the hip hop R&B Instagram pages so I can connect with people that are on my level. There's no point if you want to be a wedding DJ uploading some content and then tagging a techno page for them to see your wedding mixes. It just doesn't make any sense.
Hi, I'm Patrick Nazmi and I'm based in Ibiza.
Pat Nazmi is one of the most successful club DJs on the circuit. He has held it down on the DJ scene for many, many years, going from club DJ to playing arenas with some of the most famous acts in the world. He is also the programmer for the world famous Ibiza Rocks. So not only does he know about how to be a successful DJ, he knows what to look for when booking and looking after the most famous acts in the world.
You have the ability to speak to people that it would have taken fucking forever to speak to, with Instagram, even with emails. You get people's emails very fucking easily off of LinkedIn and stuff these days. So find out who the decision maker is that will be able to put you on at the club nights that you like going to or that you like the look of. Find out who it is that books for them. Find out who the talent manager is or the booking agent or the owner of the brand. Find out who it is and hound them in the most polite, respectful way as you can, because consistency is key in everything that we do. And if you send one email and you don't get anything back and you give up there, you don't deserve to be a successful DJ.
Are you professional and respectful? A lot of people, I find nowadays, especially younger guys, that there's a weird sense of entitlement in a sense, which wasn't necessarily there before. I would say be very humble, respectful, and professional
if you're with a company, you're going to get booked. But if you want to get the right gigs, you want to get like higher end stuff, and you really want to build your private event career, and it'll help for club. It's all about social media. If you're a good DJ, if you're a good MC, whatever you're good at, put it out there. You could be the greatest of all time at whatever you do. The greatest DJ, the greatest MC, the greatest entertainer, the greatest host, whatever. If you don't put your shit out there, if you don't literally, show people online that you are the greatest, no one will ever know that you're the greatest. Only the people at your events. And word of mouth doesn't travel as fast anymore. It's not the same. You got to put the content out there. That's when the masses will see it, and that's when you get booked.
Be prepared, but not annoying. I just use my real name, which is Jordan Lee. I didn't always. And I live in Auckland, New Zealand.
Jordan Lee hails from New Zealand. He's been on the club circuit for some time and is an extremely well-known radio DJ. He uses radio DJ sets to help build his YouTube community, which he uses to boost his profile online.
Show up to local spots and get to know the DJs there, the promoters, the staff. Just go with the intent on networking and just let things unfold naturally. No one likes anyone being too forceful or pushy with themselves.
Very, very firstly, stay humble, be nice, always be polite, speak to people, be confident. That's where you're going to get gigs from. Like, nobody's going to book you, even if you're the best DJ, if you're just not a nice person. That's facts.
It's a plus if you're easy to work with. It makes their job easier, and they make your job easier as a result of you making their job easier. You know what I mean? So it's a win-win situation.
I think more important nowadays is to make connections to the right people that are in charge for the DJ booking, or if you cannot reach them, maybe even better to get in touch with the DJs that are already playing there, because maybe at some point they cannot make it to their show and they will need someone to fill in. So they might call you if you have a good connection to them and prove them already in a home session or whatever that you are a good DJ, that you can handle it. Then they might call you, and I think it's always good to be around, So when your friends are DJing in the club, be there, support them, and eventually you get the chance to DJ while they're on their piss break or something like that, or you play the opening for them. I think something like that always works out. Be kind, connect with people, and support each other.
If you are an event DJ or a private event DJ, then where are your audience? Maybe they're not on TikTok. Maybe you're going to have to go into Facebook groups or find DJ agencies that hire wedding DJs. If you're a techno DJ, what are the techno clubs in your area? Define your goals and define what kind of DJ you want to be. Are you serious? Are you funny? Are you outgoing? Are you a bit shy? Are you a bit more reserved? If you can define all these goals and then set short, medium and long-term plans to achieving that goal, it's just a better way of doing it, so you've got a clear roadmap and a clear vision as you start to look at getting gigs. Is social media essential for getting DJ sets? There are plenty of DJs and working DJs out there who don't really touch social media. They're just in the scene, they've networked for a while, and they get regular, consistent gigs. All good. Today, though, if you're starting out, I personally think it is 100% essential. And it might be a bit overwhelming to you to start thinking about making content, but just think of it as like a resume, a portfolio, a CV of work that you can then use to approach the people that are booking, the event planners, the managers, the promoters.
I'd say 99% of the time, yes, it is. I'm not saying that you have to have huge numbers. It's not about the numbers, but it's how you portray yourself. When people look for you, if they can't see you or talk to you in person, they go onto your social media, and that's what's going to represent you. And that's really important, how you come across.
I know a whole bunch of local DJs that are really, really good. They have no social media presence at all. But they don't want a social media presence. They don't care about it at all, which is fine. But online content has been the biggest key for my own career and a lot of others. By stepping into the social media world, you're infinitely increasing your opportunities.
There are DJs locally in their towns, in their cities, who have just mastered the art of networking, and it's not necessarily social networking on these platforms, but just in real life. If you plan to take things a bit further, my accent is coming out, but I would definitely say that social media does play a bigger role today than it did before, and it is a plus. It's not essential, but it would definitely, if your social media game is decent, it would definitely set you apart from the rest. It is important nowadays to build your brand, especially if you want to take things as far as you can. So is it essential? Not necessarily. Is it encouraged? I would encourage it.
It's not essential, but it helps more than I think anyone knows. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's very, very important. It's not the be all and end all, but at the end of the day, it's completely and utterly free for you to put content out. So if you don't do it, you're a dickhead, in my opinion. Because think 20 years ago, did we have this ability to do this? No, you had to jump through way more hoops and get booking agents and do so much more. Whereas now you can blow up within 6 months if you're consistent and you post the right things. Within 6 months, you could be getting gigs off the back of posting for free to TikTok and Instagram. And for that reason, if you don't do it, I again say you're a dickhead.
Yeah, as I said before, social media is essential for DJs in 2022 and forward, because that is where you get discovered by other people. And I think also if you get some hype on social media, other DJs and other promoters will see what you're up to. So that's why I highly recommend to have a good social media presence. And I think that is also the first thing that people look up when they Google your name, right? They will see, what is he doing on IG? What is on his TikTok? Does he have any mixes on YouTube? Or I think as video would be the best to really see what you're up to.
If you've got two DJs going for the same gig, one's got no social media, you have no idea if that DJ is any good. The other DJ has 10 mixes on Mixcloud. He or she has 50 mixes and reels and TikToks. Then you just know that DJ is a bit more serious than the first DJ. So as you can tell, social media is essential today for getting DJ sets. If you do find social media, making content, making TikToks and reels overwhelming, then make sure you check out our brand new course, How to Get Gigs, in the description. If you're liking this video and it's helping you out, please like and subscribe. And also, I've got a question that I want answered in the comments. If you have had your first gig or first few gigs, how did you get your first gig and what was the gig? I want to find out. Let me know in the comments. What was your first gig and how did you get it? So let's say you've made a load of content and you're ready to go and approach these events and these promoters. What do promoters and event planners look for in a DJ? Of course, you're going to have to be professional. Things like being on time, being respectful, being easy to work with will stand you in good stead. But also, just make sure that you're not just thinking about yourself when you turn up to a DJ set, because you might be thinking about, okay, I'm a bit nervous. What music am I going to play? How am I going to film my set? How are the crowd going to react to this transition? But the promoter is also thinking about, what can you do for me? How can you impact my night? Can you bring people to my event? Can you network for me? Can you increase the profile of my event on your socials?
Sometimes we will look for someone that will help boost the show, in all honesty. Like sometimes some promoters and programmers, if you've got, a few followers and you're posting content regularly, that's really good, because it won't be hard for us to understand what you do and what you play. If you're constantly posting like live clips of you DJing out or playing in your bedroom, just make sure the lighting is good and the audio sounds good. I think they'll look for that, because if you can market yourself as well as be a good DJ, then they know that you'll be able to help them market their events too, which is always a benefit, right?
They kind of connect the dots. So they look for value. Event planners, when in the private event world, they look for DJs that are going to be really good, reliable, and do a great job, but also someone they can sell to their clients. A lot of wedding planners, the event planners, they kind of deal with higher end clients or just people generally with money. And one big thing is that the higher end clients and the clients that hire the event planners and, to kind of seek out their vendors and stuff, they're basically looking for, vendors that their client can brag about, so you got to kind of, become that. You want to put your content online, back to the social media thing, and basically put all that shit online so like they can point to that and be like, hey, look at this. I have this DJ, how cool is he? They can share your videos with their friends. They have something to brag about,
Nobody wants to book someone that's going to turn up late for a gig or not answer a phone, or if people go to their social media, it looks like rubbish. There's no effort there. You need, this is all part of an ecosystem. It needs to be on point. And that's what they're looking for, the whole package.
A lot of spots probably just want a reliable DJ that plays the right music. If you've got some sick skills on top of that without the ego, then the opportunity should just roll in the masses.
Just remember, it's not all about you as a DJ, it's also about the whole event. It's all very well going out and getting your first few gigs, but staying in the game is the hard bit. Keeping those gigs rolling in is really difficult. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, a lot of persistence, but it is achievable. And that is the whole purpose of this video, to show that you can go from bedroom DJ to playing arenas, to playing the biggest private events, to playing sold out shows, to traveling the world. It is achievable. It just will take time and will take hard work, like anything in life.
If you cannot put any content of your show up to social media after, did the show even happen? So that's why it's really important to collect footage during your gigs and post the stuff online after you played the show, and try to keep it interesting and unique to your style. So for me personally, I always try to post content that shows the tracks that I have produced or the remixes that I have produced or my routines, and post them online after show to like prove that my show did work for the crowd.
I always make sure I make an effort so that even after the gig, there could be another conversation and then maybe another booking, or they might speak to someone else and say, you know what, that guy was a great DJ and he's a really nice person. Let's get him for this. And that's how it works. Another important thing that I do is I keep on top of my social media. I keep consistent with it. I make sure that I'm regularly posting so that I'm not a stale, stagnant DJ. People can see that things are moving, things are going somewhere. And, with doing that also, one of your posts on social media may pop and that might get you more exposure as well. So I think that's really important to really keep on top of that. And like I said before, when people are looking for you, it's the first thing they're going to see. And it's very, very important.
Social media. I constantly post shit on social media to provide value and to show people that I can throw down, and that's it. It's just all about social media. That's how I keep shit rolling. That's how I keep myself relevant. Even where I'm at now, if I just stop posting on social media altogether and it gets to 3 months, 6 months, 9 months and I haven't posted at all, now it's kind of like, well, what have you done lately? Like, what's up with him? Is he, did he develop a crack habit? You have to stay relevant. You have to continue to post. Your job is never done. I'm still evolving. I'm still trying to grow my social media beyond this, and you should be doing the same.
I've got a booking agent, which is always really good. It took some time to kind of get to that stage, and the only reason I got to that stage was because I made enough noise on my socials to be kind of recognised. Because I've never released a tune, I've never been on the radio. I've just earned my keep and cut my teeth from the art of DJing, the art of just being able to turn up to any kind of party and relatively know how to rock it. Fuck, I sound like a fucking 90s hip-hop DJ.
I've been really lucky to never really have to ask for gigs. I just spend time in my room making the best content I can, and the booking emails keep coming through.
You start to grow a little bit more, hire somebody to do that kind of stuff for you. It's important to have a manager when you reach a certain level. It's important to have agents in different territories, people who know the ground, people who are able to navigate on road, as we call it in the Caribbean, because you're not going to know everything about everywhere. And your manager from a specific state or country may not know everything about everywhere either. So it's important to outsource, get different agents in different territories and collaborate and work with different people to make sure that those gigs keep rolling in. But yeah, I hope you enjoy that advice. My name is Puffy. I'm from Barbados, and yeah, big up to Crossfader, you don't know.
I hope that's helped you out, guys. It's amazing to get the perspective of these super successful pro DJs from all around the world that all have different journeys and different stories to tell. I want to know in the comments as well, what is your struggle when it comes to getting gigs? Let me know in the comments. I really hope that's helped you out. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below to the questions. Make sure you check out the brand new course, How to Get DJ Gigs. All of the details are in the description, and I'll see you again in another video.